Dezhi with China Central Television. Two questions. First, you touched this a little bit, but how do you evaluate the joint statement from China and the U.S. to the world economy this year? And secondly, do you agree that the only certainty now for economy is the uncertainty? Thank you.
Just
I can start. Yeah. So we see that as a positive sign. This agreement reached last weekend, but this is just one step, and we also have to see that while the tariff rates have been significantly reduced, they still remain much higher than they were before. So we should also expect that this will have an impact on economic performance. And then, of course, there is a lot of uncertainty around where will this lead to? What will be the eventual outcome? Because there are significant policy differences. So this deal has not really resolved the problem of uncertainty. And this uncertainty is hampering growth everywhere. And I would therefore agree with your statement that that's the only thing we really know for sure.
So let me add a bit to that. I think one of the positive outcomes of this statement was a signal of the willingness to negotiate. And I think that's always important when you're talking about face-offs of this kind, whether it's in the trade field or whether it's anywhere else. And that in itself, I think, puts some kind of floor on how sort of adverse the impacts could be. So that is a very positive thing. On the other hand, as Ingo said, overall tariffs in the US with respect to China are still very high. Chinese side has tariffs too. And I think sometimes we forget that tariffs matter for a country's exports as well, because they raise the price of the goods you're bringing in to make other stuff you want to sell to the rest of the world. And so their tariffs may be on imports, but they do have impact on how competitive your own exports are. And so basically it does mean that we understand the mechanisms quite well. And so when there's certainty about what's going on, we can be reasonably confident about our predictions. Thank you.